Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining. Okay. Tell them I'm more working here, Gamo. It's been a minute. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining. You're welcome. You're welcome. Hey, Princess Ade Abioye. Hey. Good afternoon, good evening, depending on what part of the world you're watching from. Welcome, 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 welcome. It's been a while. I don't even know how to work this thing out anymore. Good evening. How is everyone doing? Can you guys hear me? Oh, you will need Ganifawe in me, Festus Kiyamo, Faz, like 15 lawyers. Don't worry, your own matter. I'm a Chevy part 1 to 1 million when we start. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining. Can you please do me a favor as you're joining? Please click the share button. You know, it's been a minute that we've been online, and so many of our, friends on this platform, they probably not used to us coming online. Even me, I'm not even used to working all of these things again. So do me a favor. Help me click the share button. Help me invite as much as you can. Tolu, violence minister. Let us invite our friends. Help me click the share button. Let us invite our people to join in. It's going to be a quick one. I really don't. I just want to give people a certain briefing. My inbox is filled up. I want to thank everyone who has been reaching out. You can't put thank you to everybody who have been reaching out. I calls, messages. I occasionally check my inbox and I see jobs of messages and people saying, "What's going on? Where are you? When are you coming back online?" Well, we are here, and I've been saying very soon, very soon, very soon. The very soon is here. Hey, as our spiritual fathers are here. Reverend Oladimeji, thank you so much. How are you doing, sir? Reverend Imeji ti mi sí scam kan, mo fowó tí wọ́n ti gbówó mi lọ. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n fẹjọ́ Imeji sùn yẹn. Mo dẹ̀ ọkàn mi mi ìdẹ̀, mo dẹ̀ kìlọ̀ fún tó. How are you guys doing? I hope that you are well. I hope that your family is well. I hope that your job and your businesses are flourishing. This year has been filled with so much But one thing is very certain, irrespective of what the statistics are saying. Everybody will do me. Irrespective of what the stat is saying, irrespective of what the economy, the news is saying, one thing is very certain. This year will be one of the best years so far for each and every one of you. As long as you making God first and you are putting in the work and doing your best. Thank you so much, sir. It will be the best year so far, and I'm made bold to say that. I am very certain. It doesn't matter. Don't get too carried away by all of the numbers and the stats that the news are saying. This year, you will not walk out of this year empty. It will be one of the best years so far. You will make a significant, a tangible, accomplishment this year. I am very certain. God told us that from the beginning of the year, and we are holding on. God cannot lie. This year will be one of your best years. As long as you take your mind off all of this news and all of these stats and all of this, don't look at it. Put in the work, because you see the news and what we hear and what the economy is saying can actually kill your momentum, can actually kill your motivation to do the work. Meanwhile, if you don't put in the work, if you don't plant, you cannot harvest. So take your mind off what the news is saying. You are not Nigeria, okay? You are in Nigeria. You are not federal government. Do your best. Don't let anything tell you that it cannot happen. This year, God said it will be a significant year. And we believe that. Don't forget what the Bible says. It says, Genesis 26. In the same year of famine, Bible says Isaac sowed in the land and he reaped the same year 100-fold. Think about this. As bad as it is this year, bó ṣe bad ito, àwọn kan wọ́n ti ṣílé lọ́dún yìí, àwọn kan wọ́n ti gbé nǹkan rẹ̀ ṣe lọ́dún yìí, àwọn kan start a new business. Ọdún yìí, Davido ti bínú ra Maybach, ó ti rà. Don't let the economy pull you down. You will make it. That thing, as in the time like this is the time where God always show forth how big He is to do something important in the life of His people. Put God first, pray always. You will make a tangible impact. I want to, greet every one of us who have been impacted one way or the other, or who is going through a moment right now. It's a very defining moment. Especially people back home in Nigeria. Where you will fool yourself is to think that what is going on in Nigeria is only affecting you. It's affecting us, okay? It's affecting everybody. I promise you. Yes, we might feel the heat differently, but at the end of us, you understand? If people back home are beginning to suffer hardship, the breadth of it comes to people who are abroad. We have families back home. If you are not at peace, there's no way we are at peace. My friend says, I want to make Bukata. I say, well, talk on one about ballet. They want to do barrel for one lino because you come back with a almost every day we have to transfer OBB. Even all this app that is sending money to Nigeria now, they are beginning to crash. Tap, crashed the entire yesterday or day before yesterday. Crashed. And Wave, all of these things, because the rate at which people are sending money is getting on the high rise. And guess what? At least you have somebody that you can call abroad that can give you 20,000, 50,000. I made bold to say it openly that the last time somebody has given me money, last time anybody has just look at me and say dash money, it is more than 4 years. You understand? There are some of us who don't have anybody that can dash us money when we are broke. When you're abroad, everybody assumes that you're fine. See, we understand you are going through hardship, but hardship is everywhere. Read the news. America is going through economic crisis right now. It's everywhere. For the first time since I've been in the US, even African food is getting cheaper than American food. Gone are the days when if you don't have money, you will not eat African food. You will go to Walmart, Food Lion, Giant. You will buy American food, get the American chicken because it's are cheap. All them are poor. Nowadays, egg that is $1.99 before is almost $4 now. So everybody is going through it one way or the other. One way or the other. At the same time, while we are going through all of this difficulty, we still have a responsibility to people back home. Empathy will not let you just close your eyes. So we just need to pray. Don't deceive yourself. I don't even believe that anybody that did not make it in Nigeria can make it anywhere, pretty much. But my prayer is that, irrespective of what it looks like, Alodun is say, just believe it. Just take your mind off the news. Focus on that thing that has been, pouring in your mind. That thing that has been, lingering in your mind. Move from the state of thinking about it to start doing it. There's something that God has laid in your heart. There's something that is in your mind. You have been planning it. You have been thinking it. You just don't know how to start. Start anyhow. I don't know why I'm saying that this is not the topic of the day. Maybe there's somebody that needs to hear this. There's somebody that you've been thinking about it, asking questions, planning it. Take a step. He that watch the weather will not sow. If you are waiting for the day where everything will be right before you take a step, you will never take a step, because the truth is there will never be a good time. There will never be. Remember those days in 1993, during that election, the days of Abiola and Babangida election, we thought that was the worst Nigeria we've ever seen. They used to tell us then, Nigeria ti wá bàjẹ́ báyìí, nǹkan ti wọ́n. I was telling somebody, remember those days when there was no kerosene, that people started using sawdust to cook. We thought that was the worst Nigeria now. And then it get to a time where petrol becomes 40 naira per litre, and there was riot in the whole of Nigeria. Remember, Idris Abdulkarim sang a song there, Nigeria, jaga, jaga, everything scatter, scatter. Poor man, they suffer, gbusa, gunshot in the air. 40 naira per litre. We thought we have seen the worst Nigeria. And it generated to the silver. It will never, ever, ever be a time where it is a good time. It is stupidity and satanic manipulation for you to be carrying national issue on your head. You are not in government. They did not vote for you. You are there running about Tinubu, Obi, Tinubu. Alaye face life well. There will never be a good time. There will never be a time where everything works with ease and you are able to bet that vision. No. Few will report here. Desperate situations require desperate actions. Step into it now. This year is a fertile year. Forget all the stats. Just take the step. Oh, you are waiting for you to have the money to start. No. Start. The money will come as you go. Matter of fact, God don't give you the resources when you are at the planning stage. Once you take the step, God gives instructions. He doesn't give details. Until you take an action to move, then you will be getting the details and the provisions along the way. Knock that door. Call that office. Do that flyer. Start that thing. Start little. Some of us, your problem why we have been able to achieve our dream is that you are waiting until you have 10 million to start, 5 million. Take a baby step. Break your big visions into a small achievable goals. You will look stupid when you start. People will criticize you. It will look unrealistic. Keep moving. people who succeed are people who they don't hear nothing. And what did he? Loman make it. You don't hear what anybody want to say. Believe in your dream like crazy. I promise you, I'm telling you this year, I don't know why I'm going to this direction. On that note, I want to welcome each and every one of you to this short, nothing really. I just came to put the face. I know I've been getting too much of calls and notices and messages, and everybody say, what's going on? When are you coming back? Àwa rèé o, àwa là ń ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀bẹ́ẹ̀, àwa là ń lùlù àsìkò létí aráyé. So how is everyone doing? I don't even need to ask you if you miss me. From the messages I've seen and the calls I've seen everywhere, it's obvious. I definitely miss you guys. But the problem is that my work schedule have just been back on. It changes every time. Once I begin to adjust to a particular work schedule and I say, okay, I'll be able to do. And now, before I know it, it will change. Now, I think my work schedule is nice now. God is getting us there slowly. God has taken us from the state where we have to work 2-3 jobs to make survival. Now, we don't work weekends anymore. We're getting there slowly. But the problem I have now is that I work into the late nights on weekdays. So I have time in the mornings. I know that we work for my people in UK, in Nigeria, but the American audience might not find that very palatable, especially on weekdays. Even me, I don't feel comfortable. I will just wake up 9 o'clock, be doing show. Oriba can go add up. You understand? So even if I cannot do weekdays, I'll possibly make a consistency to be online on weekends. So my work schedule has been very this. And then of course, there is a major change in life cycle for me personally. By now, so many of you know why I have to feed off for this long time. More than 6 months now, I was taking a major step in life. I don't know who else do I need to tell. I was planning wedding and it was a big deal. I was the groom, I was the event planner, I was the consultant. When you are doing oversabi, sometimes oversabi they keep person. So it was kind of overwhelming. I was holding meeting with over 14 vendors, chasing them. And if your vendors are Nigerians, my brother, you need Jesus. Zero integrity. They're stressful. So it was a lot on me. But we thank God for the success. So it's no more news. I got married in June. Thank God that was little, but it was what we wanted and we prayed for it. We waited for years for that. We made so many errors. But at the end of the day, we got it right, and it was when we get to a time where we are fully convinced that this is a step in the right direction where God is leading us, we move ahead. So the whole plan took me off social media. That's number 2. Number 3, at the time I realized that I was derivating from the purpose that why I created this platform in the first place. Too much of asawo. If you are not careful, tell your my fish, cooking yado. Modin sono at the time. The reason why this platform was created is to empower people. Oh, Reverend Goribe, it was just too much. I don't even know how I did not reach out to you, honestly. I don't know, but it was something that I wanted, a small scope. But you can understand the rationale behind that. I wanted something very little. From that, your no, that would be a lot. But at least I would have at least briefed you. But for some reason, there's ever been so many people that I am still sending apology to tomorrow. So many important people that at least I could have even informed, even if I don't needed that presence. So at the time I was deviating from Obiago Elizabeth. How are you doing? I was beginning to deviate from the purpose. The reason why this platform was created is to share my. I'm not a monopoly of knowledge. I don't even know jack shit. I don't know anything, but I feel like God has taken me through one or two phases in life, and by God's gifting on my life, just the gift. God has given me the gift of words, where I take pleasure in helping people emotionally to get back in place. And so that's the essence of this platform, brother, is to empower people, is to support, is to open your mind to realities and share common minds. You understand? As I talk and people say, "Oh, we learn from your talk. In fact, what you said is as if you're talking to me directly," and I don't even know these people. But you see, what you don't know is that as much as I talk and people feel like they are getting impacted, I am getting impacted too. I listen to my own show sometimes, and I'm like, I don't even know. I don't have a script. I don't write down what I want to say. I just come. Just a little bit of bigger direction. Maybe something happened within the week. Maybe I have a conversation within the week. Is what brings about what I come to talk about. But you see, this space, Facebook especially, is so toxic, so horrible, that if you are not careful, díẹ̀ ni mú ẹlẹ́dẹ̀ ń wọgbà, wàá yá wèrè dànù lórí Facebook yìí. You will be you will think you got it. You will think you know what you are doing. And you don't lost. You don't enter. The same thing that you will see others and you criticize them for doing, you will just find yourself in it. There. And that was my experience. I realized I was losing it. I needed to step back and re-strategize the program. In this life, there's always a moment where you have to step back and retract your step. How did I even get here in the first place? With no disrespect to anybody. I don't have a problem with anyone. I don't have any beef with anybody. I'm not here because of anything. I'm not in any party, in any affiliation or whatsoever. But yes, I don't have any problem with them. Me, I don't judge people. But I realized that I was having friction here and there, and I don't want to create that kind of audience. No, I don't want to be being on my platform and I'm working on eggshell. So I needed to step back. So I needed that step back. I needed that break. One, for me to refresh my head, for me to redefine my purpose, then for me to sieve out, other things that I feel like is becoming toxic to me as a person. I was not in the right frame of mind at the time, and I'll be honest with you. If you are looking at me as a perfect person, you are wrong. Me too, I have a problem. Okay. Sometimes my emotions get down. In fact, I've been in deep mess, deep emotional drain. And sometimes I still come live and you will not even know. So I needed that break for me to create that distinction, that separation. Understand? I'm beginning to, the identity problem is beginning to become a big problem. Don't matter me. I'm a low ranger, one man mopu, and I don't have any problem with anybody either. You understand? So that is why you have not been seeing me. That's two major reasons. Without any further ado, I am so glad that you are alive and well. I'm so glad I can still see all of you. Thank you so much for holding on. Thank you for not unfollowing when you did not see me. Thank you so much. Again, please, can you please do me a favor? Help me click the share button. There's so many other people that, people are not used to us being live anymore. So, about what share, about invite someone as much as you can. so that they can know that we are back and better with full. We're working towards consistency. I'm working. One of the things that we've been doing in the background is to be better. I'm not satisfied with this. We want something bigger. So we are building our website right now, victorkinginitiative.org. If you put in it right now, it's something will pop up, but it's still under construction, so don't bother. When we are fully ready, we will show you that. And it's not just a website, it's a platform. It's almost like Facebook. How many of you know Nairaland? It will be something like Nairaland, so you can be part of the community. You can share thoughts, you can ask questions, and you can read other people's opinions. It will almost be like Nairaland, like a low budget Facebook. We're building a platform like that, and then our streaming, I want to take it a little bit higher than this. It will be more professional. I beat my chest to say that we have the best, the most professional video on live stream anywhere than anybody, but that's not where I'm going. I want something better than this. So it's costing a lot. It's costing a lot of money, trust me. The website alone, the budget is about, I think about $38,000. No, $3,800. And then the new equipments that we have in stock, if I open my Amazon for you and see how much things that we are buying, so that what we want to do is to be able to stream professional video that are downloadable and editable. And then I can stream with like 3 cameras at the same time, and we can have live editings and all of that. I know I'm doing too much. I dream big. And then on the website, you can now reach out and book a section. So many times people try to reach me for weeks and they can't reach me. Sometimes I have to give people appointments and I will forget. But now we are going to be, our website is going to be directly connected to Calendly. I don't know if any of you know that, where you can now, people want to talk sometimes, pour their mind. The beginning of healing is finding somebody to talk to, and people feel very comfortable to talk anonymously. I don't know you, when I'm talking to you, I'm not going to take side. I don't know your boyfriend, your baby daddy, your husband, you have a problem. So they want to have an honest opinions, and sometimes it's difficult for me to catch up with everybody sometimes. So I can set up Calendly, you can have an anonymous time. You can call anonymously and discuss, and then hopefully I trust God for the wisdom of God to give you the right word that can help you, heal emotionally and be a better person. That is the purpose of this group. Right. So far, in the last couple of days, the news have been on rampage. Personally, I think, I really don't know this Farina lady that much. I don't think I can tell you anything specific about her, except for the time that they announced her wedding then, or maybe the time that she and her friends started having beef. I know, I've heard of, actually I'm even following her on Instagram, man, what's her name? The friend. Can you be in there? What's the name of the friend now? The one that sells shoe. Talentia. Larry. Yeah, okay. I know Larry. So we cause trouble in Larry in here. Couple of times. Which is that really online. But I don't know this other lady. I've never seen her until this whole wedding thing came up. But voila. When the news surfaced last week, it almost sounded unbelievable to me personally. Until I joined Bukky Jese's live show, and surprisingly, the guy called in. I don't have to reiterate the story for all of you. You possibly have heard it. You've heard side A, side B. I am not here today to talk about people's life. I am here today to talk to you. Like I said, I don't know what's her name. Farida. I don't know. I can't tell you anything about that. Neither do I know Demola. Aside from me hearing it in music. Demola. I don't know him. Personally, I have developed certain habits. I don't judge people. And it's going to be a waste of time to be analyzing what happened between them. The truth is this. Let me say this for a start. I'm saying it with full chest and with all sense of responsibility that both of them are lying. One way or the other. Me applying intelligence and, a little bit of psychology training and all of this, I can tell you for a fact that you should be careful in passing judgment either in favor or against any one of them because they are not telling the truth. They are both lying in one area or the other. So I am not, my talk today is not going to take side on any one of them. On the other side, I am not going to judge either of them either. Like I said, Demola is very inconsequential to me. Farida is not important to me. The most important person to me, why I feel pressed to come live today, is you. There are 3 ways to learn. So we are going to just be citing case studies, not because we want to judge them, just for us to get a learning objective. There are 3 ways to learn. You either learn from Auntie, how are you doing, ma? You either learn from, education. Maybe you commit to learning something. Learn by being taught something, maybe by education or by, study. Or you learn from people's experience. You can either learn from study or learn from people's experience. When you see people, Yorùbá sọ pé ẹṣin wájú tó jìn sí kòtò, oko ara tó kù lọ́gbọ́n ni. So you can learn from study, you can learn from people's experience. And the third way to learn, you can learn from your experience. Learning from your own experience can either be a flaw, most likely, more than likely, a regret. So therefore, it is a fool that always waits to learn from their own experience. If you are privileged to learn from others and you take the lesson and apply it, it is profitable for you. If you commit to learning and commit to study and you learn, values, it is profitable for you. Sometimes learning from experience, yes, you will get the lesson, but most times the lessons are not for you. The lesson is for other people behind you. Ọlọ́run ò ní fi wá ṣe àtúbọ̀tán aburú. Ọlọ́run kò ní ṣe yín ní ẹṣin iwájú tó kára yòókù lọ́gbọ́n, because ará yòókù tó ń gbọ́gbọ́n yẹn ẹṣin iwájú ti kán lẹ́sẹ̀. Ìgbà míì ẹṣin iwájú yẹn máa jẹ́ handicap forever ni. Àbólé kí n lè má lè straight ẹsẹ̀ yẹn mọ́. God will not make you a precedent of evil that others begin to learn from. So I want to really, really identify with this Farida lady. I want to... Nobody died for her, so I can't say sympathize with her. She don't even need sympathy. I want to hope that she keeps strong. God give her strength to carry. The debate is not right or wrong, as far as I'm concerned. I'm not saying she's right or she's wrong, or the guy is wrong or the guy is right. But the deed has been done. It has happened. What has happened is not good on the surface for either of them. It's a terrible thing. And for a woman, it becomes more sensitive. And then for somebody who have invested, and then a woman of that age, that's my biggest concern. Do you know what it takes for you to still commit to love and believe in love and still believe in marriage at 10 to 50? At quarter to 50? It takes a lot of courage. For you to now put all that courage in, especially for an industrious woman like that, and then he end in fertility. It's only God that can heal her. Only God that can heal her. Because if care is not taken, she can carry it on like that and never ever believe or attempt anything called love again. And what do you think she will teach people behind her? What do you think her perspective will be? So it's not only that will damage. She will damage hundreds of thousands of ladies that will cross her path. Because the ideology will transfer to generations. This is the reason why we have so many angry women in our society today. We have so many bitter people. You talk to some women and you just wonder who hurts you. Kilo shy by Clayton corner. It's one small thing, they will just ignite. Most times it's from previous experience or somebody else's experience that they have heard or witnessed. If you do all of this, you are not just hurting one person. You are creating a pattern for generation. A pattern for generation. So I hope that she hold on. I saw the old rumor yesterday that she was attempting suicide. Ọ̀gbẹ́ni image owó mi dà. Mo ti fẹjọ́ ẹ̀sùn Reverend nísìn. Wọ́n ti gbé mi lówó lọ. She was attempting suicide and that breaks my heart. Okay. I've been in mental health for a minute and I can tell you, there is no false alarm when it comes to suicide. You cannot just sit down and say, oh, fake ni, paroni. Professionally, when it comes to suicide, even if you toba socially, we will still rest. Even if everything proves that you don't mean it, we will still attend to it. I have a patient that says, I feel like dying. I just want to die. Because he told the girl and the girl said he cannot date him because he's on wheelchair. It's just one girl that he told. And he left the place and was coming home in the van and said he feel like dying. That don't even make sense. Say nobody want to date me. Nobody want to date me. And I still can't make myself happier. And you see, for that single statement, he just said it once. It was documented with the call ambulance, take him to emergency hospital. Then after that, he got back home. We have to call what do you call it? Suicide response. And then it was scheduled for therapy. Do I not know that he didn't mean it? Yes, I know. But professionally, there is nothing called false alarm when it comes to suicide. Because we got only coffee demo is because the ideation is there in the first place. Even though it's demo, the ideation they there. There's a proverb in my place that says somebody that want to die and decide to go to a shop to buy poison to kill himself, and then he buy the poison and collect change. They say that person is not ready to die. Because if you buy poison and you collect change, if you collect the change, when are you planning to spend it? If you are already bought poison to kill yourself. But you see, there is no false alarm in suicide. So we are degenerated to this point. So let's I don't want to keep you for too long. Let's get to the reality of these things. This whole thing that is going on, what are the main things that we can get out of it? I will highlight it in a very simple way. Welcome. Thank you for joining. What are the basic things that we can get from this whole story? I don't know, should I start from the men or should I start from the ladies? Which one now? I know we always have majority of ladies. Or maybe I should start from the things that cut across everybody. May I say this? And like I said, I'm open-minded though. I'm not taking side. I'm not in anybody's favor or against. But me, how can I say that everybody will understand if it doesn't look like it? If he or she doesn't look like what you want, my sister, walk away. Do not commit yourself to a commitment that does not appeal to you. Do not ever in your life commit yourself to any form of a commitment, any form of relationship that is not in your interest, because you will never be able to sustain it. And this applies to both of them. Ati Farina, Ati Demola. They both commit themselves and invest their time and resources into what they did not believe in. But me, no be what he look like or what he have or what is somebody that believe in you. Kò sí bí situation yẹn ṣe lè rough tó. Kò sí kó má ṣe sí nǹkan kan ní ìsìn tó. If two people who believe each other get together, it's a question of time. They will thrive. And I want to start by explaining this thing. I think this is a problem with Nigerians. Maybe it's only Nigeria, maybe it's Africa. We always mix up meeting somebody and dating and relationship. We always mix them up to be the same thing. Especially the ladies. Some of you are listening to me now. You are in a relationship with yourself. You think you are in a relationship with somebody, but you are not though. Because you are dating who is not dating you. You are in a relationship with somebody that is not in a relationship with you. I swear to God. This is the beginning of the problem of Farina and Demola. Obviously, Farina was in a relationship with a man that was not in a relationship with her. Do I think Demola have some level of feelings for Farina? Hell yeah. Do I think, as a matter of fact, that Demola loved Farina? I believe so. Listen to me. But sister me, love is different from relationship. This is where the women get it wrong. This is the thin line. The fact that somebody loves you does not mean he's in a relationship with you. I honestly think that guy loved the girl. But I can tell you for free that he was never in a relationship with her. Guys, we know better. As a sharp guy, it would be easy for me to explain this thing. Sister, it is not everybody that you love that you date. It's not everybody that you love or that you have attraction for that you must date now. But even married women, you can meet a guy that you have feelings for. It is discipline that make you take your eyes off it. And hear me, that doesn't mean that woman is loose. It is innate, it is natural for you to be attracted to certain people. There must be something in them that attracts you. And it doesn't make you a loose woman. It doesn't make you a useless woman. It is how you deal with that feeling that now determines the outcome. We don't decide who we have feelings for. Hear this. So having feelings for somebody is okay. It's normal. Some of you are living in there. There are people that you like that you will not be struggling with yourself. No, it's okay. You are not a man you call by sorrow. In your near, and when you come out to my attract a naturally. There are some people that go some answer dollar, it won't cut your fancy. And there are people that will naturally attract you. I saw an episode of two people assuming too many things without consciously defining it. The whole of Farina and Demola's saga is simply a relationship that was never defined. Never defined. They both took assumption at a certain time. And that was what led to this boomerang. Hear me? So now, when you have attraction for somebody, as a guy, Abi, or as a lady, you find this guy attractive, you begin to develop a feeling for the person. Okay, Nigerian women, you people, you say a woman is not supposed to toast. Okay, you make advances, send signal, he toasts you, Abi, because now waiting you like, you agree. You guys started talking. Or this one just sometimes some of you they did not even toast you. They just meet you, collect your number, they invite you out. Invite you to dinner once or twice. And then one of the dinner that you people went to, you ended up in his house. And you begin to act like girlfriend. Because this is the problem. Men stick to contracts. If it was not said, it doesn't exist. Hey, you not here? So be motion that your joy. No touch your money. So you will not say that we are not dating. No, you are not dating. No, you are not his girlfriend. Though. Tumbo. Eti padara yen ti gbera yin jade. Eti telera yin lole. O ti introduce Ekmose o collect. Okay, let me even go further than o ti e wa toast here. You found he talk all the English for you. Oh, but you told me then that you want to marry me. But sister, if a man at the toasting stage, he can tell you we sacrifice his father for you. If you take any of those words when he was toasting you and you put that as what you are holding on to, you are very stupid. Even him did not remember what he said to you. And that doesn't mean he's lying. It's just normal. It's just like somebody who is marketing a product to you. Marketer will tell you their product is the best. Anyway, he's trying to market. But if you like him and you say yes, reality is now setting. You should now be talking. From when he now, okay, from attraction stage to now talking stage, he can't toast you, or you know toast her. If you start a relationship by having sex and you guys just move on from there and start getting intimate with each other, you are not in a relationship, you are bedmates. Again, me, I know the judge people. If that's what you want, there's something wrong with it. Egbo, me, I listen to context. I said, I'm not judging these people, but we'll be taking our lessons from this story. If you listen to the story very well, from Demola and Farina, I listened to both of their stories. Any one of you that can think logically will realize that the first time they met, not want to date you, but day that House of Assembly to 2 hours days in Nigeria. You know, he was with a friend. According to even Farina, because they judge people not running, that's the only part that look like each other. The friend now called Farina. Say, guess who I'm with right now? Guess who I'm with? Because obviously they are in the talking terms. I'm with Demola. Yeah. What's your even from Farina's story. And that day, he said, where are you? I'm at home. I'm in this place. I'm in this place. The guy was saying, and then she said, oh, do you know my shop is in that same neighborhood? And then the guy said, come. The guy said he will come. And then he went to her house. In fact, she was not even at home. They said he waited for her to come. If you listen to the story very well, when she can't come, they now went inside. He slept in the house that day and slept for days after then. And that was how relationship started. Do you know that in your story, what part of his story did you hear toasting inside? Did you hear? Remind me where they said, he now toast me, Abi, she toast me. Anybody can toast anybody. The girl can toast, the guy can toast. You know that none of them toast each other. He went to her house after, hey, oh, they believe it, but me buy. Demola do me buy. Demola quite it. And then he went to her house, slept the house that day. Let me make it simple and clear for you. They were never in a relationship. You don't understand? You get it? I'm beginning to become a man of God, so I want to be a man online. So I will censor it. But if you don't get it, forget about it. So from the beginning, it was an assumptive relationship. The guy went there that day and slept there and slept there for a couple of days. Of course, they not talk. Excuse me, let's now look at the factors that might make the woman assume. Of course, the woman is of age, she wants to settle down, yes, but that's not the point. This guy now, both of them are vulnerable. Baby did that, but she's talking about the level control on the phone. Owó ti wà, iṣẹ́ ti wà, ọmọ iṣẹ́ ti wà, ilé tí dúkìá wà, ọkọ yìí nìkan ló kù. So she's vulnerable. Now, my nigga, Demola, just came back from a House of Assembly. Came back to Nigeria. To nothing. Don't forget, he himself said the house that he left, already visited. So he's vulnerable. Can I pause right there and talk to the ladies? God help me. I'm looking for the best way to phrase these things so that it will sink. If you are committing a guy from the place of vulnerability, your relationship will not work. Hear me. It is good to help anybody. But if you are a destiny helper to a man, you are helping him, God will bless you. There is no, you cannot overgive, you cannot undergive. There is no way you help, whether they appreciate it, whether they don't appreciate it, whether they are lying. If you help somebody, God will help you. But sir, mommy, if you are helping somebody with the intention of the person stabilizing and then you marry him, your relationship will not work. Can I phrase that again? Don't go from destiny helper to destiny knocker. Couldn't work. Couldn't work. Because you see, your help becomes, there is a motive. Because your help starts coming with a motive. Don't marry a man that is vulnerable. Let me just make it like that. Do not marry him. If you meet a man that you like, but he's vulnerable, and you feel like help him and leave him alone. Let him stabilize, and one day, maybe in his head, come to you. Do you understand? And you said the London, you said America, Uba Washe, Uba Bale, Uba Chikinik, Uba do, come and do everything. Thank you. Okurin Foko More. Can I say that again? Okurin Foko More. Okurin Foko More. And I think you must be stupid to think that you are of help to any man and he's supposed to not dance to your tune. No, now. He need help. He need help. But you see, the problem is that once you put emotions in that your help at that time, he will not see that you are helping him. He will see it as being entitled because you see that this is the problem. Ṣé tó bá jà fún ìpè tó fẹ́ fẹ́ mo ló ṣe ń ṣòro yẹn pé àìní dẹ́ ọmọ girl yìí pé dẹ̀ máa ṣe fẹ́ ọmọ tí mi ò tí ì fẹ́ tó help me by no ọkùnrin òkè níbẹ̀ yẹn o. If you meet a man that you are helping, you now put emotions in it. Unfortunately for you, men, this is how we are programmed. He will see you as being desperate. He will see you as you trying to buy him. That's true. This is the worst part. He will see you as somebody that there is more to you. For you to be doing this much to get me, there is more to you. Ṣé bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ́kàn wá ṣáà tó náwó tó náà ra torí mi yìí. Máa gbọ́. Inú kò fẹ́ lògo mi. Nínú kó jẹ́ pé ayé ẹ̀ ti bàjẹ́ ń gbòòrò gan wọ́n ti lo ẹ̀gbọ́n ọkọ fẹ́ mọ́. Or nínú kó jẹ́ pé ìwàkiwà kan wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ tó yẹ kí I am yet to find out. It poses your good gesture can get you a bad result. Your good gesture can bring out a bad result. Eye da ọ̀rọ̀ pọ̀. If at this time God is positioning you as a point of help to a man, help him and leave him. Do not marry a vulnerable man because you will never know who he is as at that time. He need help. He's vulnerable. He will naturally dance to your tune. Mo dé láti Jandon nínú ṣẹ̀kẹ̀ṣẹ̀kẹ̀. Èèyàn kan wá gbà mí sílé nínú ilé ńlá bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. Mo ń jẹ mo mú mo ń fàkíà. Mo tún fi ń ṣe appetizer sí. Tó bá jẹun ara tó wà jẹun tẹ̀mí. Ẹ wá ní kó má gbòrí dúró ń bẹ̀. No. That is not scamming her. That is, you are even bad. As a girl, you are taking advantage of his vulnerability. The guy is vulnerable there. What choice are you living him with? Who has done married to people when you are help with? Gbogbo àwọn dáńbùrò bá àbí mi náà àbí mi èsùyà kan sọ pé ó jọ́ rẹ̀ kan wà pẹ̀lú ẹ̀. Táwọn bá help ẹ̀ ni, he will not be vulnerable and unless to be go wá lọ gbélé Farina in the first place. Kò rí help ni now. I'm a big boy, go and don't leave that story. He was vulnerable. And there's nothing wrong in Farina helping him. Giving him that stability, giving him the accommodation, yes, now start thinking of what business you should do. There's nothing wrong in that. But the problem is, don't put the ministry of help and the intention of marrying him at the same time. It will not work. Because the man will not see you as a helper. He will see you as being desperate. I don't care what you do for a man. We ask a question, why? Why are you doing what you are doing? Ọmọ kan sọ pé òun máa fún ẹ ní àsọkùnrin. Òun máa fún ẹ 50 million. Kò fi bounce back. Ẹ̀dẹ̀ ni kò fi lẹ̀. Guess what? This is the unfortunate part. Ìyẹn ò dẹ̀ ni kò love way. Ó yá tún bọ́ sister mi. Kò bá empty account ẹ̀ tán. Kò somersault. Kó jẹ́ pé porn of bloody trade. Òun náà kì í wo porn star ni ẹ́. If he doesn't love you initially, he will still not love you. And I will tell you why. This is the difference between a man and a woman. I want the ladies to listen to me. I'm going to the guys now. I want you to listen to me. Women can naturally be attracted to a guy. But most often than none, women, as I'm saying, who are naturally attracted to, women's emotions are driven. You can literally drive a woman's emotions by consistency and good gesture. Don't let anybody tell you, if the guy remains consistent and is doing good, women respond to gestures. You are buying her gifts, you are helping her, you are interested in her life, you are becoming what a woman sees consistently. She will fall in love with eventually. The guy is there for you, is there for her, she's, it's a question of time. there's a level of emotions that will be invested in from that woman to the guy. That is women. Unfortunately, sister me, men are not like that. Men choose who they love. No, now, or Motimbo now. Say, how do I know porn now? Should be me in internet, they play. Men choose who they love. Let me repeat that again. Men choose who they love. Men says, a man will say, I want to marry this girl. Asking why. He might just give you any reason. Every other girl to break your heart here, they have those same characteristics. Men choose who they love. Women respond to love gestures. Are you now saying, what does this person say? Hold on. Are you now saying a woman can love a man? A woman can love a man? Nike, I don't understand what you're saying. A woman can love a man naturally, like I said. But again, a woman can still love a man that he doesn't love before. There are so many of you today, you are married to your husband. You know in your heart you did not love your husband when you married him. Or when you meet him, you did not love him. It was his gesture over time that begin to prove himself, that you begin to develop affection for him. Women's love are developed and it grows. But from the first 30 minutes, a man decides what he wants to do with you. Thank you, Bosayo. From the first 30 minutes, a man decides what he wants to do with you. Unlike women, women respond to love gestures. Women can develop love for somebody that they did not have feelings for before. Once the guy is consistent and showing a good gesture to them, she will begin to develop affection. But for a man, that is why you will see a man will leave a very beautiful, amazing girl and marry one girl that you will even know how did they even meet. And he will be happy with her. Because that's what he chose. That's why you will see a married man that has a beautiful, extremely beautiful woman as wife. Good job, good poise, good packaging. And we see the side chick that this bastard is spending hell of a money on later. Men choose who they love. And another side is a man has the capacity to unlove. Because the only love language of a man is honor. The fact that the man loves you today does not guarantee he will love you forever. Women are different. Once you remain who you are, you did not abuse her, you did not violate her. She's committed to loving you. A man, shit. Women's love language is good gestures, affection, attention, availability. That's women's love language. Men have only one love language. It's honor. A man that is not feeling honored by a woman, he will unlove that woman on the spot. And the crazy part is, men don't fight like women. So you will not know when you have crossed that line. You will not know. So many of you are married, but you are single, but you did not know. Because the man you are married to, his body is the one that is at home. His emotions, his spirit has long left you. But you know, you will feel it. You will just be feeling that coldness, that emptiness on the inside. Let's get back to the subject. So you cannot, don't mix the two things up. You'll be hearing guys who saying, but here, oh, what me, oh, disappointing me, I don't want to motivate him, I don't over padà fún. Over tale osha, nílùú yín, kó ta gbogbo family house yín fún. Men don't consider that as a show of love. You don't understand. If you are helping a man, help him. If God give you the grace to help him. But don't date him because you are helping him. Number one. Number two, whatever is not defined does not exist. If you listen to their story, me no more, ó wá pé Farida, ó wá sọ pé ibo ló wà, mo wà nílé, wàbí mo wà bí báyìí, ṣé o lè gẹ́sẹ̀ tó wà pẹ̀lú mi báyìí, mo wà pẹ̀lú Demola báyìí, Demola náà gbé fún, báwo ni, ibo ló wà, mo wà mí báyìí, ṣé o mọ̀ pé shop mi is close to that estate, ó dẹ̀ ní kó wá, òun náà dẹ̀ lọ, bàbá yẹn dẹ̀ lọ síbẹ̀ ìjọ yẹn. From their story, the story of the two of them. Ìjọ yẹn tó lọ síbẹ̀ tó lọ kí yẹn láti how many years ago yẹn, ilé ẹ̀ ní bàbá yẹn sùn jọ yẹn. And from the rest of the story, ṣé ẹ gbọ́ pé bàkan ni pé àwa jáde wá toast mi pé kí n fẹ́ òun, àbí Farida ló toast ẹ̀. Eléyìí o, the girl no toast the guy no toast the girl. Àṣọmú náà ń pè rẹ̀, àyọ́dó náà ń pè. Oko tó ti mọ ní kò lè lóhùn mọ́ ni mọ́ náà ń pè rẹ̀. And there's nothing wrong with that if you keep it at that. What's wrong at that age? You're almost 50 years old. Am I right, man? Even though that is not the best idea or best way of life, but if that's what is working for you, don't start around, man. So who says they were ever in a relationship? They were never. Any other thing that transpires boils down on this reality. There was never a formidable decision to marry between the two of them. They just assumed they were in a relationship. The girl assumed, and again, because the guy was responding to stimulus, science student, you get what I'm saying? The guy was responding to stimulus, and you cannot blame the guy. But vulnerable say, èèyàn tó ṣe yọ ṣẹkẹṣẹkẹ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ tó ṣe ìdéjò kálá àwọn mẹ́rin ọmọ ẹ̀bù ẹ̀ tó máa wà tó wà ló tẹ́lẹ̀ for 2 months. So if you meet a guy, maybe somebody you know before, somebody that just come into UK, somebody that just get into America, and God want to use you to help him stabilize. My sister, help him. Don't knock him. If you knock him, don't put emotions. Bad don't go, keep it moving. You get it? Also, I will not be emphasizing things like that. If you don't get it, forget about it. They assumed they were in a relationship. They were never in a relationship. Because Baba is vulnerable. And that's why my second thing, but I said, don't forget, Emma Dale, first one, don't use help to buy husband. Number two, whatever that is not said does not exist. Number three is this. In everything you do in this life, don't you ever be in a relationship with a vulnerable man. Auntie London, Sister Texas, Sister Canada, Sister New York, all of you that always see a guy that just came from Nigeria, fresh from the boats. You help him, Oba Washe, Oba Shekineko, Oba Agbade, Owan Shashu Sewa, Owan Robotiroko, Wirewa Lori Enio. If the bola is good, enjoy it while it lasts. Don't put emotion in it. That's not husband. Don't you ever be in a relationship with a vulnerable man. You know why? He's not himself as at that time. You don't know him. Let me go in extension by further to say, this one some people disagree. Sister me, let me give you this advice that they will not give you in church. Don't marry a poor man in your life. Not because you like money, not because you want money, not because it is money that's your priority. And that's not the point though. Owó kọ́ nífẹ̀ẹ́ àgbà, ṣùgbọ́n ẹni ọkùnrin tí ò lówó ò lè mọ̀ wá kò tí ì níwà ìwà oníwà ló ń wù. Kì í ṣe Dangote o, kì í ṣe Ọ̀tẹ́dọ́lá o. What is called lowo is he can take care of himself. Even if he cannot take care of you, he can take care of himself. But a man that you are supporting financially, tó gbé bá dáa tó fine, but tó bá kó tó ẹ pé ìwọ ni sex in yín lọ́rùn. If you want to be knacking without emotions. I don't know what's wrong with people that you think that you cannot knack somebody and keep it moving. The same way men are using you and just knacking and running away. Why can't you be using them like that? It's not wealth though. It's not big money. If you have to sleep with him, if you have to be able to sleep with him without an obligation, but don't you ever commit your emotions in the hand of a poor man. But me that you cannot give what you don't have. Somebody that is poor, his mindset is poor too. You now carry your own destiny in the hand of somebody that has a poor mindset. Kí ló ń gbé fi ṣe? Ó máa fọ́ mọ́lẹ̀ gidi, ó máa gbé greater àti àti báyìí. He's vulnerable. A poor man have no character. He's still finding himself. Oh, he just came from Nigeria. Gini kan. Èèyàn tó mọ jẹ́ pé ogun ló lè débi láti Nigeria. Tó níye àwọn tó ti promise ń dé kẹ̀ bá wọ̀rí tí máa ti débẹ̀ nísìn. Ó mọ̀ bóyá ó ti ẹ̀yàwó gba tíkẹ́ẹ̀tì kan wá ní. Ó wá pàdé èèwọ̀ ọmọ àlè mi. A kò ń bí iṣẹ́ bàbá yín bí iṣẹ́ country ṣe tọ́ọ̀fù tó yìí. Wàá ṣiṣẹ́ 16 hours, wàá tún kún bẹ́ẹ̀, wàá tún lọ ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀. Bastard, wàá tún ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀. Ìgbín tó jẹ́ ńlé, wàá ṣe ìgbín, wàá ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀. Wàá tún rú lọ lé ọkùnrin. Àwa wọ́yá jọ́ kan, àwa fọ́ àti ẹ̀, àbí àwa move on, àbí àwa find the love of his life. Àwa ni wọ́n break àti ẹ̀. Ẹ má máa wá sunkún lórí social media because that one you bought wahala for yourself. A vulnerable man will dance to your tune naturally. He just, as far as he is concerned, he has not met a girlfriend. He has met a destiny helper. And the day he doesn't need your help again, to the next verse. And there are so many men out there that they are exploiters. They are looking for destiny helper and that won't tell any Lord. Worrying. So if you are the place to help, don't get me wrong, go help a man if God give you the grace to help. But don't call Nico help when you go basun. To bá dé basun, má be emotions. Má ro poro koko yen. Before you start talking of relationship with a man, wait for him. The little help you can hear, help him. So saying, wait for him to stabilize. Wait for him to get his life together. Let him consciously, with clear head, come to you. In fact, the one that you have that is not toasting you, so Ọ̀gbẹ́ni, ṣé torí wọn bá help kí ló fẹ́ fa rubbish? Mo kàn tó ń ṣe o. Nǹkan Ọlọ́run kan tọ́lọ́run rán mi sẹ́ mo ṣe. There's nothing. I don't want anything from you. If you see what me mo kàn tí bàbá if you show o. Mi mo ṣe bá dọ́lọ́run mo ṣe máa bẹ Ọlọ́run láwọn question kan. What I see some women do for men in this country. And it is useless men. That's the part that is annoying me. You will house a man. He's living in your house, rent free. A kú ẹ̀ láàárọ̀ ìdájí, a kú ẹ̀ lálẹ́ tó bá dé. Wàá lọ ṣiṣẹ́ 16 hours. Wàá wá ṣe panla, wàá ṣe ìgbín, wàá ṣe ẹ̀fọ́, wàá ṣe catfish. Ẹ̀dẹ̀ wà ní wọ́n break yàtì. Inú ìwọ ló jẹ̀bi. Ṣó yẹ kó sọ pé òun ò fẹ́ panla ni, àbí yẹ kó sọ pé òun ò jẹ̀gbìn, àbí ìgbín tiẹ̀ gangan ló máa lóun ò jẹ, àbí iṣẹ́ tó ìwọ tó ẹ̀gbọ́n bá wá ṣe. O tún ti promise ẹ̀ ní pé wàá bá ṣe wẹ̀. Ṣó yẹ wà ní kò ní commit sí. Ó máa commit sí, but is he actually committed to you? No, he's not. Only destiny helper ni. Do not marry a vulnerable man. It's a wrong idea. If only Farida has waited 1 whole year. Ó ti dé kíní kan. Bó jẹ́ okay, ó wà around, okay, màá wá sọ́dọ̀, okay, mẹ́nàmọ̀, màá wá rí yín. Ibo ló tẹ̀lé, màá rí ẹ. Kán dẹ̀ ríra wọn. Bóyá o fẹ́ gbé jáde ní, okay, yes, ó ṣẹ̀dé ohun tí ní kankan. Gbé jáde kẹ́ jẹ dinner, máa lọ lé. Okay, kó tó ti mọ ní yóò lè lóhùn mọ ni mọ́. Gbé jáde lọ́ba ló tẹ̀lé ẹ fọ́ra yín, máa lọ lé. Kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ sọ̀rọ̀ for at least 1.5 years. At least you will give him time to stabilize. Mama wo. So by after 1.5 years, still stabilize. You coach mo go stabilize in here. Go walk away. Kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ stabilize. Continue. The guy felt. Do you know why the guy walk away? He's unfortunate. That people of that age, that guy is in his late 50s. Disgusting. But problem. The truth is, the guy felt trapped. I know exactly how it feels. He felt trapped. This is the problem. Look at these comments. And you are very correct. This person said, Farida could not wait because Demola may go for marriage. Hence the reason she rushed everything. That's what happened, but that's bullshit. Maybe that would be my number 4 lesson from this matter. Do not force any relationship to happen. If it doesn't, you have to fight somebody or fight him or struggle or pay extra money or go to Ryoke for the love to stand. It's not worth it. If you have to do night vigil, relationship will be broken. Marriage will be. If it doesn't happen naturally, it's not worth it. If you have to fast and pray and go to mountain for the relationship to work, it's not worth it. Let it not work. Yorùbá sọ pé aṣòro ṣe bí nǹkan tọ́lọ́run ò lọ́wọ́ sí, adùn ṣe bí nǹkan tọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run wà ń bẹ̀. Tí bá sọ ẹ bá máa láti gbàdúrà àgbáyọrí of 3 days kí marriage ilé work, kí relationship ilé lead to marriage, it's not worth it. Do anything in this life, fast, pray for 100 days for your marriage to work out, for your marriage to succeed, for your marriage to be sustained. But don't you ever go all out to make a relationship lead to marriage. It's madness. It is madness. Let me say that again. There is no perfect marriage. Mine is a little bit, I've missed 2 appointments with my eye doctor. These glasses need to be changed. So don't mind me. Marriage, there's no perfect marriage. Trust me. There is no perfect marriage. That's number 1. Number 2, marriage is work. And I say that again. Marriage is work. You have to work it out. And it's not work yesterday and then it's solved and that's it. No. Till you will die, you will continue to work out marriage. It's a continuous work. Marriage is work. It will not work if you don't work it out. Marriage works between 2 people who are committed to working it out. Having said that, you should do everything to work out your marriage. But hear this, relationship don't have to work. Relationship is for you to see and know whether it is working or not. Relationship is the time where you avail yourself the privilege to see whether this person that you are attracted to, that you are in love with, your marriage will work or not. If it works, then you proceed to marriage. If it doesn't work, walk away. You don't have to do anything to a relationship to work. Hear this. If you have to put in extra work to work a relationship, then the relationship is not worth it. Walk away. If you have to send name to your pastor in lórí òkè ní Nàìjíríà, come and gbàdúrà Ọlọ́run kọ́lọ́run gẹ́gẹ́ bí ti gbogbo ìdèwọ́ ìdènà kọ́lọ́ bá mú ìwọ gangan ní ìdèwọ́ àyà rẹ̀ o fẹ́ forí kógun ni o fẹ́ pasán ayé ni. Ìdèwọ́ ìdènà. If you have to fast for 7 days, wá padà ní ọ̀sà torí o ṣàfẹ́ di mi sisi, then that relationship is not worth it. Relationship is for you to see whether it's working or not. You see, you put in the work when you are married. Relationship, you see whether it's working. Relationship is where you do reality check. It's like you are test driving a car that you want to buy. If you test drive it and one place is doing keke, you now say, okay, don't worry. Timbatira to my not tunshi. Show my boss stupid me. If you test drive a car before you buy it, if you can't do keke, or no echo, must you buy it? I don't know that car's there. If you have to fight somebody, become public nuisance, destroying relationship. One of the signs of a bad relationship is that it separates you from your circle of influence. Any man you are dating that begin to cause a separation between you and your siblings, between you and your long-term friends, between you and your colleague at work. Separation leads to desolation. Me like I want to get to last how many years? You die with this man. This one say, this one, you for us. I will fight for my love. You will fight to death. Over pass on. It's not worth it. Because marriage in its own self has its own struggle. Marriage struggle. Unfortunately, relationship is for two people. Marriage is not for two people. Marriage is not for two people. Marriage is an embodiment, it's an institution that consists of so many things, so many people. I used to say, I'm alone in America, I don't have family. I have cousins that are off state, up far away in America, and we were never close before. So when I got there, I really don't, maybe twice in a year, I say hello to them. I've never visited them. I've been here over 8 years. But now, I have more than 100 families in America. Why? By the extension of marriage. I won't go and tell you, mom like I go. You don't want only family function. Oh, somebody is graduating PhD program. We go to. I travel for family functions now. And you see that idea of going for a function as Mr. and Mrs. Kufemora. Now I get messages and their families. Honestly, I'm not going to lie to you, it's a good feeling. It has its own downside because sometimes I want to mind my business and somebody is just invading my privacy for no damn reason. But family is everything. So marriage is not just you and I. That's relationship. Don't force a relationship to work. If you have to force it, it's not worth it. Ain't that number 4? Una Dey, give me, maybe somebody can be helping us right now. Let's interact. Number one, what's the first thing? You have to learn till you give the last breath. That's, hey, daddy, my institutions that never produces a graduate. You have to learn till you give your last breath. Exactly, sir. It is a work, and it's not one work. It is what you continue to work. Àwọn babaló lè sọ. And these are the veterans in the marriage ministry. Àwọn náà máa mọ̀. No, that's number two. Number one is that I want you to be noting these things. Number one thing is Daddy, I'm fine. I think I saw you online one day. Immediately when she joined me, they disappear. Now, number 5 thing I want to say, as lessons we need to learn from this story, is this. Number 5. Now, some of you might disagree with this again, but it is a hard truth. Sister, brother, this applies to male and female. The fact that you know him before is not a guarantee that it's a good relationship now. Let me say it again. The fact that you know him before, you dated before, is a friend of a friend before, is not a guarantee that you know him now. X factor. If I have seen 10 people go back to date S, I have seen 9.5 end in Agbako. Let me say it straight the way it is. Do not date an ex. You know the end where. You know why? Because it's a known face, you will not put on your guard and defense because you will assume that you know him. It's a familiar face. So you will lose guard to so many red flags. And guess what? In reality, you don't freaking know him. Hear this, ladies and gentlemen. Life is in phases. People are in stages. People evolved. Look at yourself. Are you the same person you used to be 10 years ago? Do you think the way you think 5 years ago? There are things you do 5 years ago that you don't do now. Same is that person that you have met long ago and you are meeting now and you are thinking of dating because you think you know him. You see this proverb, the devil you know is better than the angel you don't know. It's a stupid proverb. A devil is a devil, known or unknown. There are too many opportunities for you to meet too many amazing people in life. Till you will die, you will meet good people. If you are not meeting good people, check yourself. Don't shut yourself the privilege of meeting amazing people by thinking it is mediocre for you to think that you want to go back to one ex. He was good to you when you know him then. It was good to you when you dated him then. Oh, maybe you didn't even date him, you just know him. But he was a good man then. It's not an indication that he's a good man now. This X factor, the devil you know is better than the angel you don't know. It's a stupid proverb. A devil is a devil. Whether you know the devil, you don't know the devil, a devil is a devil. Kí ni mo fi dàbá lè doing? Ilé ìjọjà làmì àbí ṣe wine. This is an Indian shirt. Mo fi Dulce, mo fi whiskey ṣe show ẹ sọ pé àfà ṣe wine. Àbá òkè ṣàwọn eléyìí. A devil is a devil. There's no way you want to mix it. Whether you know the devil, whether you raise the devil, you and the devil grew up in the same village, and you went to the same primary school, you went to the same secondary school. A devil is a devil. Matter of fact, can I advise you? I will strongly advise anybody that is my own person not to even date known faces. Oh, you did not date him before? Okay, yes. But you went to the same primary school. You grew up in the same neighborhood. Years has passed. Kò tó ṣe máa kò rí ẹ̀nà ìgbà yẹn. Ó wá padà rí ẹ nísìnyí ní London. Ẹ wá padà ra yín Manchester, padà ra yín ní Texas. Ìsìn ló ṣẹ̀wà fẹ́ ó ṣẹ̀wà ń toast ẹ. Wá ní mo mọ gbogbo family ẹ̀. Wèrè ní ẹ ṣe family ẹ̀ ló fẹ́. No, ẹni tó pé àjọṣe kékeré ni. Kí nìyẹn fi ṣe? Women will be considering things that don't even apply to them. Things that don't even make sense. Mọ́ bo ilé wọn báyìí, ilé wa báyìí sí ilé wọn báyìí. Kíní kan, ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀, Bọ̀dá Kúnlé, ìgbà yẹn, ọ̀rẹ́ ẹ̀gbọ́n mi ni ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀. Báwo ló ṣe? All of these things, how does it contribute to you being with somebody that loves you? It has nothing to do with it. Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Ó ṣe kíní kan, àbí ó ti help me. Oh, that's the next thing. I'm going back there. I'm going there. Don't use your emotion, your life, your future for gratitude. Ó ti help ẹ rí. Ó help ẹ nígbà tó ṣe dé London. Torí ẹ̀ ló ṣe wá tó ṣe ló ṣe wá fẹ́ ní ìsìn. Ó máa kàgbákò ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ lọ́rọ̀. Ìfòkómore má fòbò ṣe thank you. Tó bá dẹ̀ fi ṣe kókó lórí ẹ má invest emotion sí ọ̀tẹ̀ ń bẹ̀. Ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ ni. Tó bá fẹ́ múre. Don't use your emotions for that. Don't make yourself a sacrificial animal. Don't sacrifice your future. It will not work. I'm going to start a series of how it will not work. How it will not work. I don't know how relationship works. I have my flaws. I've made so many mistakes. I've fallen so many times. I cannot guarantee you how it works. But trust me, I can tell you a few things that will not work. Not what I read, what I have tested from. But I have templates. Demola and Timothy over 20 years ago. My nigga, 20 years. But Timo Barry for the past 2 years. Timo Barry stranger near. But we are seeing stranger near. The way I'm consciously building sanity around my life right now. And I'm not trading with it. There's no exception to anybody. Bíbélì dẹ̀ sọ pé ara ilé èèyàn òun lọ̀tá ẹ̀. The enemy without will struggle so hard to shoot you. The enemy within will kill you effortlessly. You see those ojú tó ti mọ ni rí, they are the ones that easily throw you in the gutter. Have you not know by now that ojú tó ti mọ ní ẹ̀ ló máa ń gbé mọ̀ dáadáa? Kó di Dangote times 5. Ó lọ kó sọ́wọ́ ojú tó ti mọ ní rí. Ṣé bẹ́ẹ̀ gbọ́ bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn náà ń gbà tó pèsè orí búkì ṣe ọmọ tó jẹ́ pé ìgbà yẹn tí mò ń fẹ́ bá 20 years ago ló ń sọ̀rọ̀ tí mo bá ń gbà pàtó lé mo láìkì ìdí ńlá somebody of 57 years ló ń sọ̀rọ̀ bí a ṣe rẹ̀. Like I said, I'm not here to judge any one of them, but that's disgusting. Kiss and tell at that age. Tí mo bá ń gbà báyìí níbo mi wá bọ́ta ó ní mò ń ṣe nǹkan mo tún ṣe lọ́dún tí bá ká gbogbo iye ọ̀rẹ́ mi tó ti tó. Bullshit ni na una see finish ṣé you no know ni. Ọ̀gbẹ́ni ìrìn pọ̀ sókè rajà sísítà mi pọ̀ sókè rajà tó bá tiẹ̀ fẹ́ dókò thank you gan dó sí jìnnà kí ló ń ṣe ẹ́. Má lọ máa ṣe rọ́bìsì ara ilé mo ti mọ̀ ọ̀gá tí mo rí tí ká jọ ṣe kékeré ni ọ̀rẹ́ mi ni ọ̀rẹ́ ẹ̀gbọ́n mi ni. What the hell is that? O lè níyì sẹ́ kó o di Dangote times 100. Ṣùgbọ́n àwọn ojú tó ní mọ nílé yẹn olùlòṣì gidi ni wọ́n. Kó o di àwọn ọmọ jáde láti pàtàn wèrè. Ẹ máa bí mo jẹ́ gàgà àwọn tí ò láìfù wọn ní evidence yẹn. Àwọn tó yẹ pé ẹ ti rí àti pé Ọlọ́run ti sún wọn sókè láìpù tí wọn ò ní evidence. Wọ́n lówó bọ̀ wọ́n nítàn ìtàn òfò ń bẹ lẹ́nu wọn. Akúṣẹ̀ ló pàtàn jù láyé. Àmọ́ dáadáa. Àmọ́ dáadáa. À ń gbà yẹn kíní kan. Ṣèbọ̀ àwọn àti kíní tó bá rí gbà yẹn ó kéré gan. Ìgbà yẹn ó máa ń kiri kíní kan. Àwọn wèrè wọn á máa gbénú ṣẹ́gbẹ́ tán là. No disrespect. As God is elevating you, but let's see relationship. As God is taking you through the journey of life. Hear me. This is not being mean, no. This is reality. If you like, take it. If you like, don't. Some things I teach you, some things I say, they are not things I learned from book. They are things I learned from regrets. As God is helping you in life, as you are growing, in life, and God is lifting you up. Má downgrade àwọn tẹ́jọ́ wà tilẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀, bọ́jọ́ tó bá ti wẹ̀yìn báyìí, and you see those friends that as you are growing, they did not grow. My sister, my brother, sá fún wọn, as in jackpot, the best, easiest enemy that hate on you and that can conveniently pull you down and destroy you. Run for them. Yorùbá ti sọ̀rọ̀ tán. Mi mọ̀ bóyá Yorùbá ló lówó yẹn ni bóyá Hausa ni mi mọ̀ because owó yẹn wá láwùsá ó wà ní Yorùbá náà. Serikin Gomo Sọmọ́nì Gomo láwùsá pé Yorùbá ní ọba mẹ́wàá ìgbà mẹ́wàá. Yorùbá wá parí òwe yẹn wá ní ogún ọmọdé kì í ṣeré fógún ọdún. Ìwọ ń ṣe àjọṣe kékeré ni ó fẹ́ kàgbákò ni. Have you not realized that there are friends that you have in the past? You and them did not have beef. You did not even try to separate from them. But as God, when you are poor, when you are broke, you guys are close, 5 and 6. Àwọn kan wà wọ́n bá ṣe múlẹ̀ bí ẹgbẹ́ ṣù ni tí ò bá sówó lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ máa close gan. O tí notice pé àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ kan wà tẹ́ pé ìjọ tó bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ṣéǹgì díẹ̀díẹ̀ báyìí. For some reason, ọ̀rọ̀ yóò kò ní bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní wọ̀ mọ́ ni. How many of you have experienced things like that? Let me see. For some reason, you just start. You did not fight them. You did not hate them. You still want to. You even miss them right now. You still want to be their friend. But for some reason, your friendship will come any problem. We're going to want distance around from you. Don't force it. Let them go. If you try to keep them, they will pull you down. I promise you, they will pull you down. Dotun Oduntayo, you are even asking what you did. You did not do anything. The only offense you have committed is that God is blessing you. That's the only offense. Leave them. Let them go. There are some people that are meant to be in your life for a phase. That's why I said by saying, life is in phases. People are in stages. Life is in phases. People are in stages. There is a phase you are where those associates are good for you. When God lifts you up, don't stop looking down at the one that grow with you is still your friend. Continue. The one that refuses to grow, feel him to work, continue and do it, or else you'll fight a while. I am telling you right now, hear this. It is easier for the one that is down to pull down the person that is up than the one that is up to pull up the one that is down. It's just common physics. The pressure that is down that pressure can easily pull down the one that is up. But you see, the one that is up, we have a big struggle to pull up the person that is down. And you have to be aware of this. You have to be aware. So when it now comes to relationship, it's not the reason to date. He's a complete stranger. He's a complete stranger. He's a complete stranger. Complete stranger. You don't know him. You do not know him. So it will be colossal stupidity for you to date somebody on the basis of because you know him. Some of you, you've been through disappointment in time past, and now you are afraid of moving on. You are afraid of meeting people. Some of you actually been to Eve. I didn't know you called me. Yeah, sorry. My phone was silent. Yeah. You are afraid of, taking another try. You are afraid of making another face. And it's continually making you to draw back or lean back or refuse. You want to be in another thing. You want to be in another relationship. You want to meet new people. But the moment you meet one, the fear kicks in. The fear rolls in, and then you begin to struggle with yourself. You begin to live in that struggle. So you rather be safe than succeed. How many of you ever feel that feeling? It's called complacency. You rather safe than succeed. That is what leads you to the devil you know is better than the angel you don't know. Because you feel like the one that you know, you feel safer than taking a risk of the one that you don't know. No, take it that way. The one that you don't know might be the opportunity for you. Might be the moment you've been waiting for. Might be your breaking forth. Again, why do you even go back to exes in the first place? If it's good, why is it an ex? So somebody hurt you in time past, you break up and you go away, and then you come back years after. Now you are an adult. Now God is blessing you. You now come back again, and you now feel like because you dated before, you can still date him again. You think anything have changed? If he hurt you before, he can hurt you again. Men are the same yesterday, today, and forever. They don't change. You don't know. Men evolve. They don't change. We evolve. We evolve. All of the stuff are bad. Right there, the bags. Okay. Yours is still in the Amazon bag. Yeah, they came. I didn't open yours. It's the one behind the couch. Yeah, how you doing? Why do you go back to exes? If it's an ex, let it be an ex. Don't shut yourself the privilege of meeting some. Me personally, I have a philosophy. If I break up with you today, there's no loss. I believe that every breakup is an opportunity for me to meet something better. The reason why I break up with you is because you are not good for me. I am have self-worth to just believe that you deserve better. That's why this one did not work. So this idea of, somebody just came back from prison. Before prison, he has been away. You guys have not seen each other. You dated 20 years ago. And I say, I've known him for the past 20 years. You lie. You don't know him for the past 20 years. You don't. You actually don't know him for the past 20 years. And then you hear from their story. But then dating, how long they dated for 4 months, dated for 6 months, dated for 3 months. Is that? So you will see the pattern from time. pay as you go, you know, buy one, get one free. So there's no way you say you know him for 20 years. No, you don't know him for 20 years. There are two strangers that get married together. Meanwhile, on the side of the guy, he's vulnerable. One phone people flashing. Now, meanwhile, you see this Ojuto Timoniri here. Ojuto Timoniri na see finish. Oh. Let me say that again. Ojuto Timoniri na what? See finish. You can hear the guy the way he belittle the girl down. Emma, normal, that they don't do it. Ìgbà tó ń fọ gbogbo àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ wọn létí bá sùn bastard ní ṣé kò mọ̀ ẹ́ tẹ́lẹ̀. This guy just came in, give him time to breathe. Don't suffocate him. So many of you are into abusive relationship because you are forcing the relationship to exist. Let a man decide whether he wants you or not. He who finds a wife is not he who finds the husband. It is your duty to be strategically positioned. It is the duty of a man to find. Some of you are finding yourself. You will find Agbako. You will find what? Agbako. Don't force it. Let that guy breathe. He just came in. So he was see, the guy messed up, but you can't blame him. He was vulnerable. I don't know how bad they destroy his house. Now, Ojuto Timoniri na see finish. You hear as the guy was talking about the girl, but he didn't say anything about what he meant. Are you telling me, do you not know that the Farida that guy knew is not the Farida that he came back to? No, that's not the same Farida. The Farida that was hustling in the streets, that was looking for survival, is what she knew. Cash out from. He was never even a leader in investments. It's pay as you go. Lambert. They were never in any sensible relationship. Pretty much, let's be honest. From the story of both of them, they were never in a relationship. That's not a relationship. Sometimes you just see some girl. That's why I say some women, you are in a relationship with yourself. You are dating who is not dating you. The one like a flying tatata doesn't mean you are in a relationship. But some story come from innocent. But madam today, ó yẹ ti ń gbọ́ Yorùbá díẹ̀ mi kì í rí chance mọ́. Ìgbà náà mọ́ra wa through mutual friend ni. Over 6 months fún mi nọ́mbà tí má gbé kò ní gbé. Àti mi rà á ní kí n má bínú òun ṣe kíní kan ni má rí òun ti save nọ́mbà mi nìsín. Màá tún pé kò ní gbé. Mi tún ní mọ́ o bí kẹ́ni kan tún ṣe kọ́ká tún lọ síbẹ̀ màá kàn tún pàdé ẹni bèbí rè. Bó mo fẹ́ àwọn mi kílẹ̀ what do you mean? Mo lè sọ ní English kò máa gbọ́ kò máa bú mi náà ẹnu òun náà ò da mo rí àríra fẹ́. Oh wow, Modi Dad, thank you. We've been here for a minute. We just took a little break. I've been up for like how long now? For almost 2 hours. In fact, show him any part 2 because there's still like 3 or 4 other things that I want to emphasize. I'm not promising you, but if I could, I will come tomorrow. I'm not promising you, but if I could, I will come tomorrow. And let me give you this gist. This is my own gist. It's me and my wife. No, you continue with more because that was the number me mo pa. Mutual friend ni ọ̀rẹ́ mi kan ló ń fẹ́ ọ̀rẹ́. Torí ẹ tó ń fọ́ ọ̀rẹ́ gan kì í ṣe pé mi àti ẹ̀kan close bẹ́yìn. Ọ̀rẹ́ mi kan ní àti máa ló ń jẹ́ ọ̀rẹ́ sí bọ̀bọ́ yìí. Bọ̀bọ́ yẹn ló wá ń fẹ́ ọ̀rẹ́ tiẹ̀. Òun ò lórí ọkọ ń gbà yẹn. So máa ń tẹ̀lé ọ̀rẹ́ jáde tí ọ̀rẹ́ bá ti fẹ́ jáde pẹ̀lú boyfriend yẹn. Adẹ̀dún ẹ̀ fún kárí ẹ̀. àbádẹ́ tún ní ó dẹ̀ fún mi nọ́mbà ọmọlúwàbí mo dẹ̀ dúró tán mo wà everything set ọ̀gbẹ́ni fún nọ́mbà mo ń fògo mi adúgbògo tí mo gbé sórí mo fi ń lé mọ́tò ń jọ yẹn ó wá dẹ̀ padà fún mi nọ́mbà kò bá ní gbé kọ̀ so it spanned for like 6 months mo máa gbé fridge after this show èmi gan mọ̀ it spanned for like 6 months. We now met again. Money. This time, so every time, mo máa ń sọ pé èmi mo máa sáré lọ lé kíní kan kò dẹ̀ kí n jà ó máa scope mi ni. A ní ìgbà wo ni mo pé wọn when did you call me? Oh sorry, I didn't know. Ọ̀kan ní I text you, I didn't how open phone. A ní for real you text me. Oh the first time I don't want to save number me, I just save it. So unlike every other time, this time mi continue. Nídà ni ẹ mọ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀ ṣe o. So this time mo kàn fúra mi sípò ọ̀wọ̀ ni pé kí ló ń ṣe ẹ gan ṣé mo á kéré náà ayé wà á ti máa gbó ìnà ṣé orí ẹ̀ yí ni. Bá a ṣe gùn tó yìí náà ọmọ kan lè máa fi wá ṣe cascos ló ń wọrí ẹ̀. Mo kàn fúra mi lẹ́wù ni bàbá lè jókòó ó lè ní agbẹ́jọ́ yẹn ọjà ti wà lára. But it was a party. So fortunately, as they enter, and already very cool girl, you're going to lawyer me. She just see me, just all this, and they were side by side. Normally, Mati, hey, can you come? I'm going to look away, yeah, show wine. Àdúrà wa ògo tó wà lẹ̀ lórí ń ka scores within the 6 months kò gbé fóònù bí kò respond to message ló sẹ́ so mo kàn mi kí mo lock up after about 2-3 hours èmi dẹ̀ wà ẹjọ́ ọ̀rẹ́ rà gé mo board mo wà pẹ̀lú tó dáa mo dá wà ní mo ń dá yìí 24/7 so according to her I think was supposed to be every time tó ń bá rí bọ̀bọ̀ yìí ó máa ń dájú òkú ni so wọ́n á bí bọ̀bọ̀ tó jẹ́ pé boyfriend yẹn tí mo sọ bọ́ọ̀rẹ́ ọ̀rẹ́ mi yẹn was I asking the guy but this guy they talk ni he's only just sit there by himself that was the first misconception so ó fi ìgbé bọ̀bọ̀ yìí ó gentle gan-an kò lè mọ̀ pé skọ̀rọ̀ ni. This is a very funny story, but I want to get something out of it. No, pé ó máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ kì í ṣe pé kò máa jẹ́ tí ó máa gan. While we were seated there, we can text me. Like, so you will say you did not see me happy. Mo fún mi, àlélè, mo tán wẹ̀yìn, mo gbé ọmọ ìrìn, sórí ẹgbàá ilẹ̀, mi ò kọ́ bẹ́ down. Every morning on me, Jima soon down. So I responded, you've always seen me. You did not say either. We read me, and I was like, that's not true. We more like bear, or Kimi, what was a fool with me, show wine. The next thing, look on me. Come and greet me. It's me. I'm a king. It's me. Wàá kí wọ́n so máa gbé ògo ìdíje máa bá àṣpà gbé what àṣpà wò ní ẹ̀ láì mo ti try na mo ti ṣọmọ lọ́wọ́ àbí 6 months ọtí ẹ̀ kó tiẹ̀ gbà kó tiẹ̀ gbà wá dé máa gbé kọ́ nìyẹn wá dé máa respond mo kàn down. So I think the way wọ́n bọ́ tayọ̀ stepping out or something kàn kọjá lára mi mo mọ̀ pé wọ́n lọ́gbẹ́ ọkàn náà ó kàn fẹ́ fi scope wa ni kó má kàn láì gbogbo wa ni. Wọ́n wá kọjá lọ gbàgbọ́ à ń bọ̀ wá wò mí báyìí wá tí wá kọ̀ǹfọ̀tà mi pé so èmi ò lè wá kí òun àbí. As a sharp guy tó ṣe wá yẹn tó ṣe wá sí tèmi yẹn pé so you don't want to say hello àbí. Mo ti mọ̀ pé ìpè wòlíì mi ti dáhùn nìyẹn iṣẹ́ yẹn ti dáhùn so mo tún sẹ́tì yẹn ṣe mo kàn bá agbára yẹn lẹ̀ pé àná náà kìíní kan a lè sọ̀rọ̀. Ọjọ́ yẹn wá ní mo wá invite mi sí another event On Friday, why invite me? So that was 2 days after that. At Tumaira again. So for the first time, we spoke at length, talk, hang out. Not seeing, but those things. Everybody go on. So at the text, won't respond, back down, and all of these things. So one of those times, I'm on back on the country. Sure you come this. Oh, what are you doing? Okay, I want to do this. Are you free? Kowa, dinner, party. Baltimore party on Tommy. One of the 5th nights, I wanted to listen. I got to meet them. I was sitting. One year, I pay kini mo ṣafta na mo ni mo lọ lé ni. Ó lóun fẹ́ drop ọ̀rẹ́ òun. Lọ drop ọ̀rẹ́. Wá ní gbogbo máa já ìgbà níbo lọ́nà lé mi mo júwe ẹ̀. Wá ní ọ̀nà bíi tí sáìdì bíi tí òun náà máa gbà lọ lé mi. Pé kí òun drop ọ̀rẹ́ òun. Pé kí òun máa drive tẹ̀lé òun tó dájọ́ máa ride lọ. Ọ̀rẹ́ yẹn ti gorí odóńdó yẹn kì ní ẹ̀ tí ọjà ti wà ọjà ti bọ́ọ̀sì sí lára. So I lọ drop yẹn. Bàṣẹ wá ń lọ. Bàṣẹ débẹ̀ yẹn á ń lọ. Wá ní ó kì kí mi bọ́ sọ àdúgbò wọn máa drive tẹ̀lé mi lẹ́yìn. Mọ́ náà ìwọ lèmi ló yẹ kí mi máa follow up kí n máa ṣe ó nínú pé òun máa lè máa tẹ̀lé mi pé òun lè máa yàn dáadáa. Mo kàn bọ̀ síwájú ni. So later, nígbà tí mo ti fẹ́ délé, mo máa pè lórí fóònù. Wá ní fóònù rí mi, fóònù lè mú kan lókè. As a sharp guy, elédùnmọ̀ ọdún máa gbé fún náà rẹ̀. Àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ ni àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́. Mo yà sádùúgbò mi, mo wẹ̀yìn, mo rí inú mọ́tò, ń tẹ̀lé, mo yà wọlé, mo wẹ̀yìn, mo rí. Fúnra rẹ̀. Àwọn àti data àfagídí gba nọ́mbà àfagídí ṣe ẹ̀dùn. Fúnra rẹ̀ lè wá sí mi. Elédùnmọ̀ ọdún máa gbé fún náà rẹ̀ kẹ́. Sáré mi wà nǹkan mo á tẹná sáré park onígbò park sáré wálé ẹmọ inú sharp guy bá fẹ́ lọ sáré àjọ sílé tẹ́ pressure ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ because I wasn't expecting àlejò. Skip bẹ́ẹ̀ you know skip bẹ́ẹ̀. So after that everything wá ti ń kídò everything ti ń set. Like change. Let me be shopping your work. So as a good boy now, as a good man of God, I love be toasting come on. Me charger my money that is my salon. You know what she told me? Why I'm telling you this story is because of this life. You know what she told me? Only what you as the most saw English gone for like 20 minutes straight. As the most wow, I want Adamoji. Who then listening? Few people that know my wife will know that King Sorrow. Come in your control answer. Come in the like that. Who listen see me gone? Why so in boy ton cooking in your control can this what they on you cut in. Oh, there, rain. One of the most embarrassing moments of my life is what I'm telling you now. She just say, "Hey, to don't want to let me need your let me she feel pé mo gbọ́dọ̀ tó still." Be kí ló ń ṣe mí náà? Be kí n kúrò ńbẹ̀ o. Ohun ni, ohun kan like ohun go wá ni, kẹ́ṣẹ́ mi mo force wá ni. Be mo dẹ̀ wá pé òun like mi, òun bá mi sọ pé èèyàn mi pé a gbọ́dọ̀ fẹ́ra wa o, èèyàn mi pé mo gbọ́dọ̀ tó so pé kí n kúlẹ̀ pé bá ṣe wà yìí ti dà. Big I'm in that federal getting Jordan about me. More like you as a person, yes. Also spray on me. Now I like you as a person. I really think you're a good guy. Nibo, we so about for be more wise in here. You know, you never only go toast me, you never only can be girlfriend, only so respect yourself. Alone I say my boy, I say world class or show. I me jabo, I no go lie for you. Because I don't think I've ever had that kind of feedback before. One round so one right bar. Yeah, no, more really, more for friends, your wine. More like one so English, more code Bible, more scope, and one there. But when to man give response, it will be easy for you from the response, you'll be able to find something else to say. Oh, my dark about I can. Bàtí mo sọ̀rọ̀ tó lórí mi fẹ́ yí, mo á dákẹ́ máa ní so kí ló feel now? Ó kàn ní, just keep it like this, we'll see. Ó dẹ̀ dìde, ó dẹ̀ gbalẹ̀ wọn lọ. I no go lie for you. For the very first time as a veteran of Ṣọmọ, I have mixed feelings. Níjọ́ yẹn inú bí mi díẹ̀ pé ṣé ọmọ ẹni máa ó ṣe wà controversial àgbà ó ṣe máa ń ṣe ní bórí ẹ̀ ń gbálẹ̀ báyìí. But on the flip side, mo pé wait your lele. Because normally as Ṣọmọ, it's not a bad idea for me. You want to again, you know, mo lè gbàgbé káàsì. There's no loss. Wọ́n gba ṣé kò feel pé mo lè gbé kò. It's contrary to the norms that we believe, the old this cultural thing that we believe. Pé at the end of the day, òun fi mí ṣàkó èmi ló yẹ kí n fi ẹ́ ṣàkó. Kò fọ́ o, àṣé mi ni mi go. Do you know that it was like that for like another more than 6 months? But Ọlọ́run tí òun ṣọba àká tó máa gbé ṣeré. So now, he give us the pleasure of us just living. I was just being me, I was just being herself. Kò sẹ́ni kankan tó ní ẹnìkan lára, a lè má yẹra oṣù kan. A lè tẹ́ ìgbọ́nsẹ̀ kò sí pé ó pè mí, ayọ̀ mi, òṣùpá mi, ìfẹ́ mi, mọ́gàjí mi, sàláwà mi, pàṣọ́mà mi, kò sí nǹkan tó jọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Ẹnìkan ṣe òfin mi ṣe DP láàrin 2 weeks wèrè ní ẹni lè máa ń fa wàhálà fà ẹ́. There was not like that. We just did. He gives the privilege for us láti wá mọ́ra wa to know each other. Ọlọ́run tí òjọba kàwá lọ́lọ́ máa gbé ṣíṣe èdè. Èmi tó yẹ pé mo kàn ń live life, mo kàn ń ṣe bọ́lọ̀ ṣe rán mi. Tí wàá fọ́. Ọjọ́ kan àwa ní argument. Normally, anybody that most people see me online feel like I'm a very soft-spoken, sweet guy, nice guy. It's good that that's what you know. I appreciate it. But people that knows me closely knows that I'm a very nice person. I'm not faking it. This is me. But if I am having to deal with you in person, I'm somebody who has zero tolerance for nonsense. Understand? I say it the way it is. I won't fight you. I won't judge you. I won't abuse you. But I will tell you, if you are somebody that gets offended with truth, you can't deal with me. I don't have filter. I will tell you the way it is. So you get. So our need mix of conduct. We can change it from wow, kí ló ń ṣe ẹ́ sáré wojú ẹ̀ kò irú ẹ̀ rí èèyàn kan sweet boy breakfast in bed nǹkan tó mọ̀ nìyẹn. So òun náà lẹ́lẹ́ pé ẹ̀wọ̀n àwọn tó kì í sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn wọ́n máa ń lágídí wọ́n dẹ̀ ṣòro bá jà dúdú tó wá pàjà wọn ìwọ́n máa rò pé òun ṣe nǹkan tí ò dáa nígbà àwọn ló ń ṣe nǹkan tí ò dáa o. So mo change òun náà gan òun lè ní sọ̀rọ̀ púpọ̀ ó kàn gbé kí ló ń ṣe bọ̀bọ̀ àbí dọ̀tí yẹn ó kàn lọlé. So ló ṣe lọlé I was so upset that day mo kàn ṣá ń blocking àbí kí ló ń ṣe lè. So I arrived for like a month. I want to tell you how the whole thing, you know, this time we are not in a relation. It was, you should die in me. If you know, I'm better than you, so from experience, listen. So, I didn't come for like 2 straight weeks. Unfortunately for me, while in a house, I can, in the guy can guru, take me a while to party. To look better more, really, I can't you get. Meanwhile, no be problem because I fair about. If I was drinking, but be gonna be issue. To be honest, but don't I can sort of. And one small argument, someone in the guy can pay who walk into it. Who can react? Who can walk out? Who can be no bad baby. Or else we gonna try you. There should be more. One fair now. Close it. Okay. So bọ̀bọ́ yẹn tó fẹ́ ọ̀rẹ́ yẹn ni wá pè mí wá ṣàlàyé àwọn fún mi wá bẹ̀ mí gan ó ní Ọlọ́run òun pẹ̀lú pé tó ṣe mi mọ̀ how many years lòun ti mọ̀ ṣá ó lóun ti mọ̀ ti pẹ́ bóun ò dé báyìí ó lóun sọ pé kò ní bó ṣe ń ràn láàárẹ̀ o ó ní bọ̀ pé kóun rí pé pàtọ́kùnrin kan jọ ń ti wọlé wọlé bóun ò rí lóẹ̀ ni o pé òun dẹ̀ mọ̀ nǹkan tó ń sọ pé kí n jọ bóun sọ pé kí n bá sọ̀rọ̀ tó wọ́n dẹ̀ pé kí n fẹ́ tó bọ̀ kí n jọ kí n pè mo ṣe pé ó gbé ó kàn ṣe wọn náà ń fakọ sí mo dẹ̀ níwèé mo kàn check ẹ̀ wá send epistle kan sí mi ó kún bàjẹ́ àwa ti àlá dey talk things out so from nǹkan tó wá send sí mi wọn wá sọ̀rọ̀ bí girlfriend wọn náà gbé ní èmo ò fi gbé mo ṣe ẹ o ipò mo tó ṣẹ́gbà yẹn ó sọ pé àlè ká má fẹ́ra wa náà a kàn just cool àwa fix appointment láti lọ fún dinner náà láti wá sọ̀rọ̀ ọmọ ìsunkún tó jẹ́ pé ẹkún èèyàn ò dùn mọ́ mi inú tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ nílé ayé mi pé ìsunkún nínú mi ń dùn pé ìyẹn mi náà mo padà pa ẹ́ lẹ́kún Elédùmarè máa grateful náà rẹ̀ ṣé mo mú guy cry náà rẹ̀ I was so impressed. My ego was pumping like this. Inú mi dùn ayọ̀ mi kún pé àṣé gbogbo agbára ẹ̀ náà gbogbo àgbà gbogbo ti fẹ́ gbé mi ṣubú nù sínú ó máa padà sunkún fọ́tàyọ̀ àwa rẹ̀ o àwa dẹ̀ fi ṣàkọlá náà rẹ̀ àwa lè ké fún lè ní iyo. Now ẹ gbọ́ mi lè ṣe lè in English. Normally as sharp guy as aṣọ wọn bó ṣe wá fall vulnerably yẹn tó ti wá fọ́ yẹn that is the time ọmọ zero mercy ni o ó yẹ kí n jápa ni o kò yẹ kí n tẹ ẹ o but you know what makes the difference you see the whole time more than 6 months yẹn was a time for me to see value in her that I would not see ordinarily if emotions is involved. Hear this. Your value will show more when emotions is not involved, when your face is not crowded. You will see more of the person, and the person you will have the pleasure of showing more of you. Normally, you don't buy pé mọ̀gàn tó gbé dání tó ní tó lálùbáríkà kan. You don't get Maya now. Could there see laws that you know? What there's no campaign after election, man. But you see that time, Atiwa integrates, she's not become part of my daily routine, part of my weekly life. So the beef would now wake me up to realize that subconsciously I fell in love with this person. We went out, we talked, we were toast. But this time, toasting there could DNA, you know. We're going to toasting to one side, go to match you. You get it? Why am I telling you this? It will never happen. Today, the rest is history. It's right in my house. But we will have never even been in a relationship, not talk of marriage, if she did not give that room for me to realize how much of importance she meant to me, how much importance she could be, how much that you need that space. Some of you are I don't care how old you are. I'm not getting younger. You are in a hurry to marry, you will be in a hurry to catch back to. There's no point. Define it. Be in a talking stage if you are in a talking stage. Be in a what are we? Know it and don't pressure it. Hear this, if you have to ask what are we from a man, you are nothing. Some questions are better find out than asking. If you are not sure of what you are, leave the relationship. There's no point asking. What are we? Do the go so fun. Go le begidi punani. Over my life be saying lona. You want to be shopping your work. You want to be lied to. That's why you're asking stupid questions. You will be lied to. You ask for lie. Women make men lie most of the times. Once you are mounting pressure, you are committing this man to a commitment that is not ready for. You will be lied to. You are asking for lie. Let it happen. They don't know each other. They are complete strangers. Forget all this. I know him 20 years ago. They were never consistent together. And this is why the relationship, the marriage ended the way it ended. This is why it ended the way it ended. There are 3 more things that are learning curves that we need to get from it. I will address the 3 things tomorrow. I promise you, once I get from church, I'll be live. And then it will be a calling show tomorrow, so we can rub minds and, get things. The 3 things I'm going to talk about, I promise, I think, let me see, 3 o'clock tomorrow, I'll be live. 3 Eastern time, that will be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 o'clock in UK and Nigeria. 8 o'clock UK and Nigeria. And then 3 p.m. Eastern time. If you are in Texas, that will be 4 o'clock. Mr. Miwa in California, I don't know, that will be 2, 12. No, that will be 2, 1, 12. That will be 12 o'clock in California. No, I will come, I promise you. Once I get back from church, 3 p.m., I'll be here. I'm tired. The embattled me, much I will let you know. And then it will be a calling show because I know so many people have questions. I will take your questions and I will address the 3 things. What are the 3 things that is left that we are yet to address? Which is number 6, 7, and 8. Right? Number 6. I will just mention them and then we'll discuss them tomorrow. Number 6 thing is you should never, ever, 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 ever mistake love and marriage to be the same thing. Do you hear what I said? Love, marriage, they are 2 different things. Let me give you a snippet into that. You can be in love with what is not good for you. Because love is a feeling. This, right? Love is a feeling. You can be in love with who is not good for you. You can even be in love with somebody that you have not even met. So love is a feeling. Love, relationship, that's the 5th thing. That will be the first thing we talk tomorrow. The second thing. Never feel too obligated to walk away the moment you see that your interest is not protected. Never feel obligated to remain when you feel that your interest is not protected in any relationship. It is never too late to walk away. That's the second thing. The third thing we will talk about is when things are bad, it can never be good. Do not patch a cracked wall, break it down, and rebuild. There is never too late for you to be better. It is never too late for you to brace yourself up. Never, ever. There's nobody that is too late for. Don't let anybody deceive you. But let me tell you, and you know, giving I don't again. I want you 55. Want to change your career better. Want to change your little star. My sorry, that boss on gone at 42. You are giving up on love. Are you mad? You are the one that have problem. Oh, all men are the same thing. Men are devil. You want to go watch it. It's never too late. If you learn from your fail of the past, it will brush in and better you for your attempt of the future. So after talking about this, using this story as an analysis, we will now go into what should be done next. Let's say, I want to believe so many people are in this situation, so many people have been in this situation, so many people are in there right now. Your own is just online. How do you handle it? And then after now, what is next for you? I'll see you tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. God bless you. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Hey, hey. Anyways, we know.